Guests on Keel heard via the Jack Spring Electric Keel Newsmaker hotline. The latest of those is State Representative Danny McCormick. Hey, Mr. Danny, welcome back to Keel. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, Robert, and happy birthday. How you doing this morning?
Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciated. Halfway to 1,000 years old. Let me start here, and it was my opinion, and you can just go, let's talk about something else if you are inclined, or you can just answer with your own answer rather than answer my question. Well, Robert, get to it. What I said earlier was, what I heard John Bel say yesterday was, what we're doing is not working, so let's keep doing it. What do you think about that?
I think that's exactly right. I heard the doctor say before I come on there that he was scared, and I believe he is scared, and I think it's time for the legislature to step up and act, and that's why I'm supporting Alan Seaball's petition. It needs to be signed by 53 legislators to do away with the state of emergency and give the power back to the people of Louisiana. You
just said I had seen a little blurb, a little blip on Mr. Allen's motion proposal. Tell us more about that. What would it take? What would it say? And would it just does it really have any legs?
Oh yeah, it has force of law, and it just needs the will of the people to contact their legislatures and let them know they want it signed. I'd probably rather Alan give you all the details, but I'll give you a short summary. It basically does away with the state of emergency, and the people of Louisiana will be able to use the data to figure out how to run their lives and run their businesses.
Aaron and I were sort of discussing, if you were listening earlier, we had a little back and forth, and I said what I've said all along. As far as the state goes, why are you treating the more, in this case the governor, the more rural areas with the same lockdown, et cetera, that you're treating, say, Orleans or Jefferson or East Baton Rouge or Caddo? In other words, do you think that the state needs a one-size-fits-all for coronavirus?
No, obviously not. I sure don't. You know, things have gotten so out of control. I mean, I listened to Senator Cassidy when he came on y'all's show and talked about the mandatory testing door to door, and I thought surely that's just maybe he just misspoke. And then shortly after that, he was at the governor's press conference saying exactly the same thing with the governor. So I assume they're on the same page. Robert, people are going to start getting hurt. I mean, with cooler heads have to prevail. Us state legislatures need to step in before this thing gets completely out of control.
Danny, describe the protest.
Pardon me.
Describe the protest yesterday that you were involved in Baton Rouge. How many folks were there? What are they so angry about?
And Danny, don't let the answer Aaron, but let me just throw into that mix. You just said, wait a second, people are going to get hurt. Things could get out of control. Clarify what you mean by that, because that's a little scary.
Well, yeah, when government starts going to people's door to door, forcing testing on people, talking about separating children from parents. I mean, the greatest instinct is to protect your family, and when that goes to, if those draconian tactics start taking place here in Louisiana, I mean that's just common sense. People are going to protect their families, and yeah, it's I've heard several people voicing their concerns about their loss of liberty. And, everybody's been very patient. I mean, and when you start going door to door with forced testing, that's a whole different level of than where we're at now.
Okay, sorry. Back to Aaron's question about the protest.
Describe the protest. What seems to be their major point of contention.
And most of them just want to be able to go back to work and go back to worship. That's all they want to do. They want to, they want to be smart. They want to use, common sense approaches. And that protest that I was at was actually Saturday, and we're actually having another one this Saturday, and it's going to be way more well organized, and it's going to be well attended. And the main objective is to support Alan Seaball's petition. Is this protest that's the goal of it, to support that petition and give the freedom back to the people of Louisiana.
What is the governor telling you? I mean, is he open to at least listening to the business folks? Do you think?
And not to my knowledge, he's not listening. I don't know who he's listening to, honestly, Aaron. We had a phone call the other day with the governor's office, and had been assured by the Speaker of the House and through the governor's phone call that May the 1st things were going to start happening. We didn't have to worry about a petition. We didn't need to start writing letters. And then he says in his press conference yesterday, the night before, he made a decision, and we got a 4-minute warning. We got told 4 minutes before the public did that about his decision. 4 minutes before everybody else knew. The state legislature, which represents the people of Louisiana, figured that out.
Mr. Danny, do you and other legislators feel that with sort of the information that was leaking from the governor's office leading up to yesterday, what you had heard, maybe talking to members of his staff about what the governor was going to do, and then what he did, do you feel like you were misled a little bit, or do you think that was just wishful thinking on everybody's part?
No, we were intentionally misled, in my opinion, no doubt, 100%.
Explain
Yeah,
that
really.
to us all.
Well, like we said, we had conversations with the speaker. He assured us that he was speaking with the governor, and the governor was on board with us. He was opening up. He was ready to open up. Everything coming out of the governor's mansion was leading the legislature to believe we were going to make significant gains come May 1st. And as the governor said yesterday, the night before he made that decision, and we found out about it 4 minutes before he let the public know. So we're not there. We're in a dictatorship in Louisiana. There is no input from the people. And when I say the people, we're the representatives of those people. Our voices have been completely silent. So the people have no voice in Louisiana right now.
Boy, strong words. State Representative Danny McCormick, thank you so much for your time.
Can I tell you about our rally this evening?
Yes, please.
This Saturday.
Please.
Okay, it's going to be at the Capitol in Baton Rouge. It starts at 12 o'clock. We expect it to be something it's going to make history. That's how many people we believe there. We need all of y'all there. You can find out about it at McCormick, the number 4 LA on Facebook, or you can go to McCormick, the number 4 LA.com, and go to our website. We need you there. We need to put pressure on these legislatures to sign this petition and get back to worshiping and working.